Good evening. Welcome to the latest special edition of Last Bell Boxing. This evening we're joined by the legend Michael Sprott. Mike, thanks for joining us, fella.
Yeah. Thank you for having me on your show.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, mate. And we're also joined with Ray. Hi, Ray.
Hi, right. How you doing?
Ray? You're right.
Yeah, not too bad, pal.
So, obviously, Michael, me and Ray's done a bit of homework on you, and wow, what a career you had. Take me hat off to you, fella. You jumped in with some tough people. You're a very tough cookie. So
yeah. I got offered fights last minute. Whenever I had a big fight offered to me, I take it because obviously it's an opportunity to bigger things. So why not? Yeah.
I mean, coming back from Jamaica is a big ass, so Mike, isn't it? You know, I take me hat off to you for coming off the beaches in Jamaica to take a fight. Good effort, that.
Yeah, I got the call. It wasn't Jamaica, it was Barbados, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I was there for 3 weeks, and then obviously when I got back, I got the call from Dean Powell to step in for Dan Williams, step in for Keith Long. So I thought about it for a bit. I mean, at the time when I got back, I got called to spar with Matthew Ellis in Scotland. So I went over to Scotland and I discussed it with everybody, and I thought, you know what, I want them to lose. So yeah, I took the fight with Danny.
Yeah, well, I've got a lot of respect for you because you've clearly got balls with the people you jumped into at very late notice. So let me just get that out there to start with.
You're right.
So what we do, Michael, we ask the viewers some questions, okay?
Yeah.
Which we like to put to you. So that's my little disclaimer that if you don't like any of these questions, blame Ray, okay? Because we'll blame Ray. Because I don't quite fancy taking a jab off you. So first one is, who was your toughest opponent, Michael?
It's hard. I've had so many fights.
You have?
Yeah, I've had so many fights. I can't really pick one. I've fought in quite a few tough fights.
Top three? It's a good one, isn't it?
I mean, one of my tough fights, I think, in my career, when I fought Timo Hoffman.
Yep.
The first fight, it was quite tough with him. Probably Lamont Brewster as well.
Yep.
And
AJ?
Right, that AJ was like past my best days, you know.
You had the balls to jump in with him though, mate, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I did jump in with him. I don't have much time to train for AJ. Who else is there? Probably Corey Sanders.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then this next question, I'll ask it, Ray, because I know you won't ask it. So one of the viewers asked, which defeat hurt the most, Mike?
What's that?
Which defeat hurt the most?
Which defeat hurt the most?
Yeah.
Probably my first ever defeat.
Yeah.
Which was Harvey Senior.
And then on the flip side of that, someone had asked, what was your greatest victory?
Oh man. Great victory was probably when I knocked out Alderhouse in 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some shot that was.
Yeah.
So Ray, do you want to jump in?
Yeah, just on the back of that one, particularly with the Ollie Harrison knockout that you said. You did have some, tremendous wins of obviously which we're very, very proud of. But I think for me, one of the first things that I wanted to know for those that who haven't had the chance to ask you really is, what made you actually get into boxing in the first place?
What made me get into boxing was I was watching a lot of boxing with my dad as a kid when I was about 6 or 8. Watching a lot of Muhammad Ali, And then yeah, growing up, obviously seeing the young Tyson and so on. So my dad saw me like shadow boxing, whilst there was boxing going on. He said I took an interest to it. So he wanted me to start boxing when I was about 8. As all mums, my mum was like, no, he's not doing boxing. Then I had to wait till I was about 13, and then a mate of mine's called Simon Titus, he introduced me to a club called Bournemouth ABC, and it all started from there with trainers of George Costa and Ricky Maslin. They took me on, and that was it. The rest was history.
Yeah, exactly, and you've not looked back since.
Yeah.
Another question that I had was, as Carl said, alluded to, you fought everybody on a domestic scene. You really have, and on internationally as well. But if we would sort of like look back in hindsight, is there anyone that you would have loved to have fought and you never quite had the chance to, or perhaps you were in negotiations, and it never quite came off? Was anyone in particular?
Well, anyone like I would like to fight.
Yeah, anyone, because sometimes you could have been in, because you won that particular fight, it might have led you down to fight this boxer, but for whatever reason it never came off, or this particular boxer you've always wanted to fight, but you never had the opportunity to fight them.
Some good questions here, Michael, isn't there? You're enjoying it, aren't you? Yeah.
I mean, Klitschko was probably one of them.
Wow.
But obviously, when I fought Alderhausen second time, he ran me before the fight. He rang up my agent, and
Vladimir, was it?
Huh?
Was it Vladimir or Vitaly?
Vladimir.
Vladimir, yeah.
So he ran me up, and he said to me that he would offer me a shot at his titles if I win the European title on a night. So he got me all fired up. So, and then my agent, he made T-shirts up before the fight saying Michael Sprott versus David Haye. So I was, this all got me fired for that fight. That's why I was doing so well into the last round. But yeah, definitely I would say Klitschko or David Haye I would have definitely would like to fight one MC for sure.
What do you make, Michael, of all this exhibition stuff that's going off at the minute? Would you ever be tempted back in the ring?
Well, I haven't retired yet, I haven't boxed for about 3 years, but I've never said I've retired. But I got offered a fight in Russia against the Russian guy who beat Dan Woods last.
Oh, all right, yeah.
He's the big UFC fighter, ex-UFC fighter. But I got offered him. But yeah, I think expeditions. I think it's just entertainment.
All about the pound note, Michael, I'd imagine.
That as well. All about the pound note. They say obviously some of it goes to charity, and the rest goes to you. But I think it's entertaining. It's just entertainment at the end of the day.
Who would you fancy?
Well, a celebrity.
Anyone? Who would you fancy in the exhibition?
Oh mate, there's loads, isn't there? There's loads you can pick out. You can pick out Holyfield, Tyson, even David Haye.
Yeah.
Shannon Briggs.
Yeah.
I know David Hayes come out of retirement to fight.
He is.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of these matches happening. I will have to take part in these matches for sure.
I think the thing is, Michael, as well, it's almost like some of these boxers, they're saying that that they're doing it for charity, but part of me thinks they're doing it for themselves, probably as part of closure. I know you're saying that you've never really officially retired, and even people like Prince Naz used to say that, but do you often have that feeling of maybe I'll give it one last shot? Or do you think, looking back at your career, you're probably satisfied with your achievements because like we said, you've boxed everyone, you've boxed for titles, prize fighters under your belt. Do you think it's a case of maybe some of these boxers haven't fulfilled their dreams and want to come back? There's a piece missing.
Yeah, I do feel like a lot of fighters do come back because I think they feel they can achieve more. Or if it's not that, it's definitely for money for sure.
Mhm.
You know, probably they're probably running low.
Yeah.
And just need topping up, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you've looked after yourself well outside of boxing as well. You've got a few things going on outside of boxing. Have you ever thought about perhaps educating other boxers coming through about, because sometimes boxers, you know, they struggle with the money and their investments. Have you ever thought about maybe mentoring young people on the way up about the dangers of boxing from that point of view?
I have thought about it. I have thought about it. Obviously I haven't done anything so much about it.
Yeah.
I'm just doing just starting up personal boxing training now.
Nice.
I'm on one.
Yeah.
But it'd be good. I think it'd be good for me to go into schools.
Yeah.
And to obviously tell them about my success and struggles and how to apply stuff. If in all sports and all walks of life, yeah.
Yeah, because obviously, Michael, you've been there, done it, brought the T-shirt in boxing, haven't you? You know, you've been away from home and got robbed. Let's be honest. Some of the decisions you've had on the road have been nothing short of disgraceful. Yeah. And I guess you've seen the highs and the lows of boxing, I'd imagine. So, you know, you've got a lot to offer, haven't you, to either novices in the game, people are just about to turn over. I'd imagine you can talk to them about the pitfalls of turning pro, etc., etc. So the knowledge, the knowledge you must have.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I could definitely help out with a lot of fighters coming through, or I've touched all experiences in boxing, and I could pass on my knowledge to them and how to address it.
Yeah, brilliant.
I mean, you've had some real highs there, Michael. I mean, if you were going to pick, I suppose, you know, your greatest achievement in the ring, the thing that you're most proud of achieving, what would that be? I mean, there is quite a few, so it may take you a bit to think. But what would you be most proud of?
No, it's tough. I mean, it's great to be British, to have won the British and Commonwealth, and EBU title. But it's also been, like an achievement to win a fight in Germany, and which I've done a few times. Even though I've been robbed, some have been robbed, but yeah, I think that's a big achievement itself, to get someone back out.
Yeah,
and to get a victory out there.
Yeah,
especially when I boxed for the EU title against Genghis Koch and some others. So yeah, it's been tough.
I mean, let's have it right, Michael. When the Germans are booing a decision against you, you know something's gone missing, don't you? You know,
definitely. You know, that's what I do like about when I boxed in Germany. When I won a fight, and when I won the fight. And they give it to the German, and they boo. They know the guy hasn't won. You know.
Yeah. Just a couple of more questions. Go on, mate. Just a couple more questions from the viewers, and Mike, because when we told him he was coming on, the questions were flowing in. You're a very popular guy, you know, amongst the British fight fans. You're very popular because you left it all in the ring, fella, didn't you?
Yeah.
So sure. Another question was, who punched the hardest from your opponents? So who could bang the most?
Well, the hardest puncher I've been in the ring with, and never forgetting, rest in peace, rest his soul, is Corey Sanders.
Really?
Mate, the power was world class, man. And I mean, I'm not the only one to say this. I've heard Hasim Rahman. He said the same thing. The hardest puncher. There's quite a few of them who said Corey Sanders is up there when it comes to punching.
Yep. And obviously a lot of them related to around AJ, but I'm not going to make it the AJ show and ask all the questions. But one question was, did you realise that AJ was going to be world class when you jumped in with him? Was it something different about AJ, or was it too early? Was it his 9th fight with you? Was it, Mike?
I was his 10th fight. But I did know. I knew he was going to go far. I mean, you know, he was. I know he was taking everyone out. I know he won gold in the Olympics. He's the next big thing. So obviously he's going to be promoted well, looked after well, the right fights. Obviously he's on his way up. He's fighting boxers who, you know, who passed their best. You know, like he fought the Skeltons, myself, and so on. So yeah, they were building him up. He was looked after, and I knew he was going to be a world champion for sure.
Does he beat Usyk? Because we often debate that on the show. Do you think he beats Usyk?
I think he beats Usyk. I honestly think he does. You know, it'd be tricky because obviously Usyk's very skillful and clever guy. But I think coming to later rounds, I think he's going to have his weight and everything else, his size. It'd be too much for Usyk. I think he's stopping.
Yeah, I don't mind telling you my opinion for what it's worth. It's not worth your opinion, but here we go. I think he'd absolutely blast Usyk out of there. I think he's just too big. I really do.
Oh, so do you think it'd be early stoppage or?
Yeah, I'm going. I don't think Usyk sees a sixth round.
Really?
Yeah, you heard it here first, Michael.
I heard it. Yeah. Well, do you know what? It's not a bad shout. Obviously, Joshua's a very big specimen. Maybe, but is he? Do you think now? Because obviously he's got beat by Andy Ruiz in that shocking defeat. Do you think that he's going to be playing safe?
Yeah, I think he could well fight. I'm not so sure because I just can't. I can't bring up a case for how Usyk gets to him. Without, you know, Joshua's as you know, you've been in with him. Is a monster, you know his reach.
He's a big man.
How's Usyk going to get around that reach? And he keeps putting social media posts on where he's putting weight on. Well, his game surely is going to be about moving, getting in and out. Surely.
Yeah.
He's lumping weight on.
I mean, if he's putting weight on, he's doing the wrong thing.
Well,
he should be staying. I mean, yeah, he's going to heavyweight. He's got to put a better weight on, but not too much. He should be using his natural movement.
Yeah.
Against
Usyk needs to stay alive for me. Usyk needs to stay alive for me, but I do wonder how he's going to cope with the physicality that Anthony Joshua brings to him. You know, And I just think that although he will cause some problems early on, I'm talking about 1, 2, maybe 3 rounds maximum. When Joshua times his rhythm, I think Joshua will be too much for him. I think Joshua I'm probably leaning towards what you're saying, Michael, probably mid to late rounds. I think Usyk might give him a little bit of problems just for a couple of early rounds, but that's pretty much it.
Well, I'll tell you what we do then. Mike, on our show that we do live, we do a prediction where we have to pick a round. So I don't think I should let you get away with that comment. So, Mike, by the way, this will be on YouTube. So give us what prediction then, Michael? Prediction.
I'm going for Anthony Joshua in round 8.
Round 8. Ray, what are you going for?
I'm going to go for round 10.
Right, I'm going round 5. So
round 5, yeah.
Round 5. So when I'm proved right, Mike, we'll get you on again. And we'll do a review show.
But hold on a minute. You changed your mind there. You said Anthony Joshua would do him in a couple of rounds.
No. I said he wouldn't see the 6th. I said he wouldn't.
Change your mind. Change your mind.
No, watch you back. I said he wouldn't see the 6th. He put it on me. I'm getting quite worried now. Switching on there. No, it'll be a good fight though, won't it, Michael? Good fight.
It's going to be a good fight. You know, stars make fights. But when for Usyk, he gave Usyk a hard time. Yeah, it was quite a close fight, to be fair.
A younger Del boy would have got him out of there, in my view.
Yeah. I think I'll make you right. Yeah,
Michael. Just on a final thing from me. I know you're saying that you're getting involved in one-to-ones and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you was getting one and coach and stuff. Have you ever looked and I know you mentioned about probably having some time to go into schools, but have you looked at actually getting into coaching as to like coaching amateurs or maybe people that just turned pro?
I'm wondering, I thought I was doing coaching.
Yeah.
100%. I was speaking to a guy that is South Boxing Gym in London. So
Right.
I was talking to him today, and he said about me having obviously mention some of the fighters. So yeah, that's what I want to do. That's what I do want to do.
Next one.
Yeah, you've got so much to give, haven't you, Michael, in terms of knowledge? You know.
Yeah,
You'd be a
definitely.
great asset, wouldn't you, to any gym? To be honest, you'd be a great
Yeah.
asset. So,
I mean, yeah.
so what's life like now, Michael? You mentioned you're doing your one-to-one stuff. Is there any other ventures that you're doing? And any links you want us to put in the comment box below that your enterprises, anything like that, what we can support you with?
And the links, I haven't got any. I mean, obviously my social media.
Yep, we'll put all that in there. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, my Instagram, so Michael Sprott 1. Yeah, and then obviously my Twitter and Facebook. Yeah,
we'll put all the links in the comment section for them, Michael. Okay.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So yeah, you're a lot better at boxing than you are picking football teams. I'll leave it on that note. But all joking,
who do you support?
I'm a Liverpool fan.
And what about your friend? What's your name?
Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Yeah.
I'm with Arsenal.
Yeah.
And you got a bit of transfer business going off at the minute with a player.
Yeah, we're trying to sign this player. Yeah, we're trying to sign Joe Willock. So, yeah.
Oh, I love it, mate. Love it.
Just on the final note about Arsenal, your manager will get sacked before Christmas this year. That's my prediction.
Do you reckon?
Yep, I do. There's another prediction for you. So, all joking aside, Michael, really appreciate your time. I've really enjoyed the talk.
I love it, mate.
Yeah, hopefully we'll come on and do a part 2 in the future. When Joshua beats Usyk on round 5, we'll get you back on.
Get me back on. We have to discuss
definitely.
I'm saying round 8, and your man says round 10. I think he's right, but
do you know,
round 5, 6.
Do you know if round 8 or 10 comes in, I might have a headache that night. Okay. No, Michael, thanks for coming on to Last Bell, fella. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
All right,
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.